Hubbard Wood's house. Yeah. It's absolutely symmetrical with a music room over here. Yeah, it's a beautiful house. And it's been torn down.
Really?
They just, it was perfectly built. If James came home after work, he'd go to and see how the work was progressing. If he didn't like it, he'd tear it down and make him do it over.
Really?
Yeah, the brickwork.
Wow, good for him.
So the story goes. Now this I don't know. It may be in, I don't know. People should identify things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think actually there might be a picture of the hippocampus. That may be his boarding school. He went to Dexter, Maine before he,
In Maine?
yeah, private school in Dexter. And
Boats.
that was before he went to Wesleyan.
What's that? Is that the hippocampus?
Yeah. That's the hippocampus. There must be a better picture.
Yeah. Right.
I have a better picture. And this is Wesleyan. Ooh.
That was boats.
And I don't know what school. Bless you. And there's Lee Varley, who's a good friend of John's.
That's a nice
And
picture.
that is Marjorie Davis. Who is a classmate of mine at Smith, and she was at the island long before I ever got there. Her father and James Porter were very good friends, and she visited when she was a teenager.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Small world apartment. Oh, that's his mother. That's
Ruth?
the grandmother. No, James's mother.
Oh.
I never saw her in anything but black.
Really?
She sort of scared me. She was.
Yeah.
Well, I'm afraid that's not.
Well, that's good enough. I've got just enough for all we're trying to do is get this on something up that so the board can put it on the agenda for the August meeting and see what if they want to pursue it.
That doesn't look much different, does it?
No,
It certainly doesn't.
I spent a lot of time in that kitchen this week. I was going to say that the clothesline is even there.
Yeah. Oh, there's a big house. There's a
Yeah, picture of the
big room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a big house.
Got to take that.
And the kitchen. And the dining porch.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. All right. Yeah, let me take this. Beautiful. Same everything.
Mm-hmm.
And the sailboats, so the
When are you going? Do you live in
Salt Lake
Salt Lake City?
Mm-hmm.
When are you going back?
tomorrow.
From
I
Bangor?
don't know, where are we going?
Portland,
Manchester.
Manchester.
Boston, Manchester.
Margaret says she's got a lot of pictures as well.
What?
Margaret says she's got a lot of pictures.
Oh, I'm
As
sure
well.
she has. Yeah. And she's got pictures of the Farleys.
Did
Well, I've got pictures of we chose this one. And I'm sorry that we had it painted white. I wish we just had it left shingle and not have to paint it.
Yeah, once you start,
Anyhow, this was the summer of '38,
well,
and there it goes up.
That looks like, is that the inside of the big house? These pictures?
Hmm?
Are these inside the big house?
Our house,
Oh, your house.
our house. Now, there ought to be a picture of hippocampus here someplace. Here's Michael and Jimmy. And this is down at Crotch Island, where we went. Oh, come on. I guess that's Jonathan and Nina. I don't know, there were an awful lot of small children. Oh,
wow, that's a great picture.
yeah. Now, here's a hippocampus. And that's a buzz bomb and it's still going.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the hippocampus. And there's the hippocampus.
This is a good one. Should I shoot that one?
Huh?
Should I copy that one?
It's up to you.
Who's that?
Edward. Do you ever meet him?
I don't think so.
He,
Maybe.
he was a mountain climber. He said, I wait for the weather to be right to climb a mountain, and you wait for the weather to be right to go out on a boat. He didn't love the water. This was one of John's students, and that was another one. And this is
Margaret?
Maggie and Sibby Farney. Oh, they're written. That's Michael and Ebby.
Cold.
That's Jonathan, I think. Are there any names? No. I think it's Jonathan and Nina. Now this is a friend of ours. Their summer place. This is Linian Hill. Do you ever go there?
Where?
Linian Hill in Washington, when the Strausses lived there.
I've seen the house that Jimmy ended up in with Pat. That house was out. That wasn't Linian Hill.
No.
This is
No. Linian Hill, they lived there from 41 to 50
Hmm.
in Washington. It was a what do you call a house that is preserved?
historical.
Yeah, that's right. That's the end of that book. And this is book number 2. I'm looking for a good picture of the oh, there's Vidi Sylvester and Sylvia Howard, and that's Vidi, that's Lottie, and Earl Brown. Lottie was Rupert's wife, and that's her sister, and that's her brother, and I guess she was a sister too. But that was the whole family there.
And they were. He was a caretaker.
Huh?
Rupert was the caretaker.
Right. And Vidi came and helped us with the children when we had Lean and Ann and I all had young children all the same year. Vidi would come and nursemaid for them. And she came one year to the big house to do diapers. And there was a drought.
Oh.
So she had to go to the water, to the ocean, and clean the dirt out of the diapers and come back and rinse them in fresh water because you couldn't use salt water. Yeah, that was
Really a fun job. Did you want this one?
Yeah. And there's a Guillemot. I'll mention the Fish Rock. And this is Anita and Peter. John was a great bird photographer too. And there he is, a master of ceremony. School circus. Oh dear. This is not at the island, this is our house in Bronxville. Oh, that's the same.
There you go.
There's Aunt Peggy. Ebbie is setting sail from, there's the laundry going.
No kidding.
Yeah.
They rowed?
Well, rowing it out to his boat.
Oh, okay.
And then he took it to Eagle. And Laura Brown did the laundry over there. And John and I would go over sometimes in the buzz bomb and pick it up. And to get it off the beach sometime with the waves, sometimes the waves would come over the bow of the boat. It was
And ruin the laundry.
get it a little damp.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah.
I've seen copies of that picture.
That's the end of that book. And this is the end of the series, I guess. Or is this the one you had?
No.
That's,
No, that's David. And David would escape.
yeah,
And we had a little dog, Peter. That's something that the younger generations miss. They don't get a hayride
Hayride.
anymore
yeah.
on the island. David
God, look at this age of
escaped, and Peter followed in a person a block away called up and said, "I think your son is here. I read the name on the dog tag." Yeah. Well, I think that's a lean. I think you've got the oldest pictures.
Yeah.
John was with the Geological Survey for a year so that he wouldn't be drafted. David came and saved us. If you had 3 children, you were not subject to the draft. So David came. So,
Perfect.
but he took this job. He left school for a year and was with the Geological Survey. And we were moving all over the place. That's an Ellen Auerbach picture.
Oh, yeah.
That's our first kittiwake. Now, I thought we'd have a picture of the hippocampus. Hippocampus was long gone now. The reason being it didn't have diesel engines. The Navy would have taken it and used it had it had diesel engines, but it was gas.
No kidding.
So I'm afraid none of this would
Okay. Well, this is. I've got plenty.
be of interest to you.
Certainly enough to accomplish our goal.